Hey guys, this is Primeval, back with part 14 of my Deity Let's Play as France going for a peaceful cultural victory. Syria is now an ally with Vancouver. We can use our spy to flip them back again. And we've entered the atomic era. And we do have uranium and another scientist. Alright, Syria, Vancouver, our fur deal with Kamehameha as well as our wine deal has ended. Scientist, Paris wants gems, and Orléans wants crab. We have uranium right here. And, ooh, the Germans also have uranium, although we can always steal that with a great general if it looks like they're going to be declaring war on us anytime soon. Do they have other sources of uranium? Not that I can see, so that'll be good if we can deprive them of uranium should hostilities commence. We've recruited a spy. And I'll go and drop the spy into Paris to gain some experience. There's also a World Congress vote. I think we'll go and resell some of our luxuries first. And not enough gold to just sell for the full amount for the wine, so I'll hold off for there. Anyways, so there were questions from the last video about my tech path. Now at the moment we're heading straight up towards the internet. The internet does double our tourism output, and if we keep at our current tech rate, we'll get there in 42 turns, whereas another good option, and for any other victory condition, going for satellites does make a lot of sense. It would be 6, 14, 24, 35 turns to get to satellites, and then we would have to build Hubble Space Telescope to get the 2 free scientists, and that would push us along towards the internet. So going straight for the internet is faster. If we were going for another victory condition, or if we weren't saving the faith to buy great musicians, then we could use that faith to buy a great engineer and then finish Hubble almost immediately, and then the detour to go for satellites wouldn't be so bad, and we'd be able to catch up to the internet in a reasonable time frame. But as it is, I want to get to the internet as soon as possible. I also want to get over to telecommunications as soon as possible to get the National Visitor Center online. So we are just going to go straight for the internet here, but grabbing satellites is very powerful. Since I am number 1 on tech, I'm not too worried about any of the other civs getting a tech victory before I can get a cultural one. So I'm not too worried about missing out on satellites there. We have this archaeologist. I've seen a few Assyrian archaeologists poking around, so I think they've dug up all of their own dig sites. So I'm hoping that the Iroquois who are down here haven't gotten around to that yet, and that this archaeologist will actually have something to do. So we finally completed our rail link here. That's giving us a nice 25% production modifier, and that means we'll finish our hotel in 3 turns, whereas the projection from the last turn was at 6 turns. It's also a boost since our population grew and we're working a few more hammers here. Let's go and finish off this railway, and with that done, let's go finish this chateau, and I suppose we want to go and get this. We have plenty of oil. I suppose we could get the uranium hooked up. Atomic theory does improve the yield of these academies, and now we're pumping 961 beakers per turn. We have this great scientist we could bulb him right now for 5,700 beakers, which would shave off probably 5 turns on penicillin here. I could save him for a little while longer. Since we are talking about 42 turns until the internet, getting a research agreement with either Austria or Polynesia could help us get there a little faster. I would need a little more gold and an embassy. Okay, so our research agreement will cost us 400. We're almost there. We just need a little more gold. I suppose if I wanted to get that research agreement right now, I can sell the wine for a slight discount. Sure, I'll give Polynesia open borders here. Alright, so now let's go and see if Austria wants a research agreement. I'm going with Austria rather than Polynesia because they should, being a larger empire, have a better tech rate, and the yield for a research agreement is based off of the two civs' tech rates. I thought we were in the same era. Oh, I should have signed it last turn. Darn. Since I just entered the atomic era, now I have to pay a little extra for that research agreement. But that's fine. I'll take it anyways. It should shave off a few turns till the internet. Now, for assigning delegates, we definitely don't want Tengrism repealed, so I think we'll have to send everyone to vote against that. I would like it if we passed arts funding. How many votes are there? 9, 19, 25. If everyone voted against, or voted for, repealing Tengrism, they could be successful. Go commit our delegates there. That's pretty much all we can do. Let's go and coup Vancouver. And we're good. Now, hopefully, the Assyrians won't be successful in their proposal to repeal Tengrism as the world religion, because we'll lose out on a huge tourism boost from that. Okay, the repeal fails. Every other civ put in 1 yay for that. Arts funding was not passed, however, so we committed way too many delegates to making sure that Tengrism wasn't repealed. If we could have had arts funding online, that would have been nice. It would mean a few extra great artists, writers, or musicians. So, up next, I don't have enough production to win the international games, so I don't want to propose that. It'll only make it more... well, I suppose I'm not really worried about another civ's tourism overtaking mine. But I'm also fairly confident that I won't be able to win that. Let's go and grab cultural heritage sites. That will help me, but it'll also help the other civs in terms of fending off my tourism. Natural heritage sites gets me a small culture boost. World ideology. This will definitely upset the Germans if we go for that. Historical landmarks. This will get me a boost, since I do have 4 landmarks, but it'll also help out the other civs. Let's see how we compare in terms of how many wonders I have versus how many wonders the other civs have. So, Bismarck has 10 wonders, Portugal has 6, Austria has 5, Assyria has 8, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we wouldn't win out if we proposed cultural heritage sites. Let's instead go for historical landmarks then. We do have 4 of them. Fine. Historical landmarks, that's fine. Okay, time to get this uranium online. Trading 1 food for 1 production, and more importantly, hooking up that strategic resource. Now, the Iroquois are not too happy with us, but hopefully they'll sell us open borders here. Otherwise, they need an embassy with my civilization. Alright, so in that case, I guess we can try sailing around Iroquois territory. Got a new cargo ship online. Go and trade with the highest gold. And that's fine. Portugal still wants all of my cities for peace, which I'm not at all interested in giving her. Assyria is not too happy that his proposal to repeal my world religion was not successful. Vancouver elections rigged, Kaisal elections rigged. Germany is now an ally of Quebec City, and we can adopt a policy. So let's go and adopt a policy here. We do want to get over to flourishing of the arts. That'll get us a nice culture boost, which will also translate into a tourism boost. But as a prerequisite, we need to grab fine arts, and that gets us a little more culture from our happiness, which will hopefully let us get the next social policy a little sooner. So, city-states. We're starting to lose our grasp on some of them. Bucharest, Quebec City, and Ragusa. We can go and coup Bucharest. Coup success. And these are both maritime city-states. It's not as urgent that I take them back. Only the cultural city-states am I really worried about keeping out of the hands of the AI. Here we can go get some more chateaus going, and perhaps we'll hook up this oil. Okay. Assyria is still denouncing us. And I would like to find Paris a source of gems. So, who has gems? Are there any city-states that have gems? No. I think it's only Assyria that has gems, and they are none too pleased with us. Alright, so there's the hotel done. We can go and grab ourselves an armory, and then start spamming out air units. Or perhaps we should grab some infantry units. They are also fairly useful. Let's grab an armory first. Here another hotel's done. Our tourism per turn is now up to 161 tourism per turn, which is good. And I think we're going straight for the internet, so we don't really have time to make a detour for nuclear fission, which means I don't need the Manhattan Project online just now. We'll go and pump units, so we'll get an armory online here. Ah, perfect, and an antiquity site. Ooh, and a natural wonder as well. Alright, chateau up. Now, we are right next to the borders for this city here, and we don't have open borders with the Iroquois, so if they expand while we're digging up that site, we'll get kicked out. We'll have to try to get open borders at some point. We finished our next cargo ship. The next most profitable route is with Samoa. We'll go send that off. We finished a trading post. There's nothing else that I really need to improve that urgently. Let's get back over to Paris. Maybe we can squeeze in another chateau. And getting either Quebec City or Ragusa back to our side would be nice. But I'd rather have my spies covering the cities where they're currently at, since they have been successful in cooing repeatedly there. Which suggests to me that the AI is really interested in those particular city-states. So I'll leave the spies there to flip them back as necessary. Alright, we've got 4 city-states that are pleased with us, 5 city-states that are pleased with us for discovering that natural wonder. Portugal has denounced Austria. And we've lost our ally status with Colombo. That's okay. It's not a desperate need to hold on to all of them right now, and I would like to save up a little more gold in case I need to rush buy anything. Start digging up that site. It's going to take 12 turns, which is really quite a while. Brest and Manila wants gems. If I can somehow get gems, that would be nice. I do have a spy in Bucharest, so let's go and coup them back. Orléans has finished its armory. Let's go and grab ourselves a triplane quickly. There's that chateau done. There's nothing too useful I can put into this desert tile. Let's just toss up a fort then, and we'll finish this chateau. Everything looks fine here. And I think I may as well pop my great scientist here. I am not expecting much more science per turn, or at least not an increase in my science per turn anytime soon, so we can save on the upkeep that we're paying on this great scientist by bulbing him right now. So there we've discovered penicillin, working our way towards telecommunications and then the internet. Okay, I would like to renew that deal, maintaining open borders with Polynesia. And Assyria is really not happy with us. Assyria just finished Christo Redditor. Finished the armory. I could have and probably should have built temples in all of my cities a long time ago. At this stage, it's probably too late for them to be relevant. We could also go and build a military academy here, but I think I would like to get an Air Force online right away. Go, show queue, add another cargo ship to the queue here, as we did just unlock another trade route with penicillin. And trade routes available, I'm pretty sure that the next most profitable one would be by sea. Although that's apparently not the case. We could have a fairly profitable trade route by land, so let's go and do that. And let's see, that's from Lyon to Honolulu. So we'll queue up that caravan. Austria is now an ally of Kuala Lumpur. Augusta seeks investors. Kuala Lumpur is a cultural city-state. I will go and move. Kayseri and Bucharest are both cultural city-states. I'll move the spy from Vancouver over to Kuala Lumpur. And we'll get that back eventually. So here I could go and work on a hotel, but that would be 14 turns. I think I'll probably need to buy that, since I'll be able to build the National Visitors Center in 14 turns. Alright, we can go and hard build the hotel then. And here, continue to send food to Paris, or well, I guess it's food to Paris then. I thought there was a more profitable land route from Lyon. So, Paris to Honolulu would get me a decent amount. And Lyon to Honolulu is also fairly profitable. Oh well, we'll see what we get once we finish that caravan. Renew that profitable trade route. Okay, so we finished the chateau here. Suppose we could go and put up a farm over here, or perhaps an oil well. And here, our most profitable trade route is a measly 9. So our next most profitable would be from Paris. We'll go and rebase to Paris then. Germany is offering us 1 gold per turn for open borders. I don't think so, Germany. Still having fun bad-mouthing us. Gold per turn deal has ended. Here we can grab someone with some better interceptions. And I'll go and rebase him to Hadrimentum, so I can get some air recon going, see what the Germans are up to. Go send a trade route to Vienna. Okay, and now we can start getting some Great War bombers online. I don't really want to sink more gold into those city-states. I'll wait for my spies to arrive. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't be holding off on stealing city-states back from Austria. I forgot about the diplo marriage there. So we lost Colombo. That doesn't really hurt us too much. We have plenty of happiness to spare. I'll probably want to win Kuala Lumpur back then. Our spy would arrive or establish surveillance in 1 turn. We'll see if Austria tries to flip that back. We've got the uranium hooked up, and that's nicely being worked by Lyon. What other tiles do I have to work here? Get over to the oil, and pop over here and slap up another farm, and a lumber mill. Okay, so we've got air recon. We can finally see what's happening in this mountain range. The answer is nothing. And Germany has a couple infantry here, but nothing too aggressive looking, so that's good. We'll just set that triplane to intercept. And Polynesia has adopted freedom, so we've got 2 friendly freedom civs on either side of us. And Germany is still fairly positive with us. They've got a whole bunch of trade routes with us, at least 4 by the looks of it. As far as army goes, we are fairly weak here. Carthage was eliminated, has been destroyed, and now it's only the Iroquois who are hiding us from last place. And if we go look here, Germany's actually unhappy here. So it's possible that some of his cities will flip to our side, and it's also possible that he might be forced to adopt freedom, in which case we might be able to maintain positive relations for even longer. Yeah, with Polynesia now adopting freedom, there'll be even more ideological pressure on Germany. Let's go have another look at that. Germany, dissidents. Okay, so it's only we have enough tourism pressure on Germany to be exerting any ideological pressure there. But perhaps eventually Austria and Polynesia will also start exerting pressure on Germany. So here we'll also go and grab some interception bonuses, and we'll just hang out in Paris, since Austria has been quite insistent of parading her air force around our borders. Okay, Paris has done its triplane. We could go and grab a solar plant here. That'd be a 15% boost to production, plus 5 production. Alright, let's grab a solar plant. There are only a few desert tiles here, so it's pretty easy to forget that we're on desert there. Polynesia wants a research agreement. I want to finish off the game. Ooh, Germany. Uh-oh. So we definitely need to get our army rolling. Anyways, I'm hoping to have most of my cultural victory relevant texts online before any research agreement would have finished with Polynesia, so I'm not interested in sinking my gold into one of those at the moment. Syria is now an ally of Bucharest. The UN is online. We've got a great artist. And there will be a world leader vote soon. Okay, so let's go and grab the culture boost here off of World Wonders. Our next policy is in 9 turns. We have a United Nations session vote here. We'll vote for ourselves, of course. Go and commit delegates. And this worker has finished that fort. I don't think there's anything else left for me to build. I don't really want to pay for the railway all the way through to Troyes or Hadrimentum, so let's just go and delete this worker for now. Save on some upkeep there. And I think Orléans has enough food. I could go and convert this hill to a mine. Yeah, we definitely have plenty of food here. Let's go and do that. So, we've got a great artist. Do we have anything that would give us a thieving bonus if we got another work of art? So that's an artifact. With 2 artists, we could get a theming bonus going at the Sistine Chapel. And we do have an artist coming from our next social policy, or potentially. I probably want to grab cultural exchange first, and then we'll grab artistic genius, which will unlock the aesthetics finisher, which doubles our theming bonuses. And so our theming bonuses will be doubled twice thanks to our unique ability, and that'll definitely help out our tourism per turn. So, since I am planning to get 2 more great works, however, I won't be getting that artist until I enter the information era, so I'll have to save this artist so I can have 2 great works from the same era and get the theming bonus off of the Sistine Chapel. Polynesia wants to buy our marble. I'd be happy to sell that for the full amount here. And it would seem that I haven't gotten better at clicking on this. Good. Alright, and I think this is where we'll end part 14. Look for part 15 on Friday. Please like and subscribe.